Okay, so starting this prediction video off then with Forest Green, and they take on Walsall. Forest Green Rovers, they've been a bit better recently, but they are playing the informed team in the league, and I don't give them much chance. Walsall have been superb recently, so I'm going to predict them to win this game 2-0 despite being away from home. Next up, we've got Stockport versus Newport County. Now, Stockport, they've been a bit hit and miss recently. Newport County, very much the same. So, I can't really see either side picking up 3 points here. Stockport are in desperate need of all 3 points, but I don't think they're going to get it. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw here. I think Newport County will be the happier of the two. Next up is Sutton versus Grimsby. Now, Sutton are in dire need of 3 points again here to back up their recent improvement in their form. Obviously, Grimsby haven't been great either, but I'm going with a Sutton narrow win, especially at the Gander Green Lane, where they will be better in front of their own fans. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Sutton. Next up, it is Notts County versus Wimbledon, who will still be going off that high from last weekend's win against MK Dons. That late drama, they'll be buzzing about that for months. But I'm going to go the 1-0 win for the away side. Notts County, they've fallen off recently. After such a great start, it seemed like it would be a guaranteed playoff spot minimum for them, but they've just fallen away recently, so I'm going to go with a 1-0 win to Wimbledon. Next up, Morecambe versus Wrexham. Now, it's going to be a very tight game. Both sides are in a decent bit of form. Obviously, Wrexham getting that 4-0 win at the weekend will be a massive confidence booster for them. So I'm going to go with a Wrexham win. I think Wrexham's quality will just outshine Morecambe here, especially with the money they've spent. They need to be winning these sorts of games, so I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to the away side. Mansfield versus Swindon now. At one call, I don't think many sides are going to go to Mansfield and pick up 3 points this season. I think Mansfield are a very good side. They are up the top of the league for a reason. I think they will get promoted. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win here for the Stags. Next up is MK Dons versus Salford. Obviously, MK Dons had late heartache last weekend. Obviously, Salford, they had a bit of an increase in their form a couple of weeks ago, but that seems to have dropped off. However, I do think they're going to bounce back here and pick up all 3 points they need to if they're going to want to, well, I'm not saying playoff push, but really solidify their mid-table position. So I am going to go with a 1-0 narrow away win, but it could go either way. Now, Harrogate versus Crawley. Crawley have been the most impressive team in the league by far this season, with many people, including myself, predicting them to go down. But I think they're going to win this game fairly comfortably. Harrogate, they've been alright. Considering it's them, by their standards, they've been alright this season. But Crawley have been so good. They're not far off the playoffs now. So I'm going to go with a 4-1 win to the away team. Over to Gillingham versus Tranmere now at Priestfield. Gillingham, they're going to be a hard game. Tranmere, I thought they were going to really kick on after that convincing win against Stockport. They haven't. So I can't really see this game being an exciting one. I'm going to go with a 0-0 ball draw here. And I have to say, it's not going to be a good one for the neutral. Doncaster versus Crewe. Now, Doncaster, they're a decent side, don't get me wrong, but Crewe have been fantastic all season, and they're definitely, for me, going to be going up into Sky Bet League 1 next season, and I think this is going to be another display of their professionalism and their quality, so I'm going to go with a convincing 3-0 win for the away team. Now, Barrow versus Colchester. Colchester, people will say they dodged a bullet last weekend, but I think it's a perfect time to play Stockport, but they seem to be the masters of draws. Barrow, like I say, another team that had a fantastic start to this season but have dropped off. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw here. Colchester love a draw. Under Danny Cowley, they are slowly pulling themselves away from that relegation spot. So I think it's going to be another positive result for them. On to our final game. I'm predicting a goal fest between Accrington Stanley and Bradford. Obviously, Bradford, they've been a bit better recently. Had a bit of a poor start to the season, but they're slowly climbing the league table again. So I'm going to go with an away win here. But like I say, it can be a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 to Bradford.